Hi everyone, I'm Vidya and I'm going to be showing you how I made a Cushnie dress in 3D. I've been a fan of Carly Cushnie for a long time now. She's designed dresses for Michelle Obama, is a CFDA and Vogue Fashion Fund finalist. I mean, she's basically an icon. And I wanted to try replicating one of her dresses to better understand how the process would work in 3D, working off of only a picture, and see how close I could get a 3D garment to look like a real garment. The dress I chose is from her Resort 2020 collection and features signature Cushnie details like sculptural lines and a minimalist color palette. I'll need to take notes on this picture to see important details that I can use to reconstruct it in 3D. Some important things to note here are construction points like dart locations, seams, and pleats. I'm also making note of the materials used, which were listed on the website, so I'll be able to bring this into my 2D pattern making program using the correct fabrics. Alright, I can go ahead and start making the pattern for my dress now. I'm going to divide the dress into two parts, the overdress and the underskirt. I'm going to make the underskirt first. Looking at the way the dress flares out and the train in the back, I'm going to make a gored trumpet skirt with godets. So gores are pieces of fabric that are smaller at the top and wider at the bottom. When we stitch many gores together, it's going to create a flared silhouette and make the silhouette look like this. A trumpet skirt is fitted around the hips and waist, and then flares out from there. You've probably seen them before in bridal gowns. Godets are triangular pieces that are added to give garments extra flare, and will give this extra fullness that we see in the back of the image. We can send this to the simulator now, and I'm just going to go ahead and let this simulate. I'm going to change the material properties of the skirt's body to be a chiffon, which will make sure our skirt drapes like real chiffon fabric. I'll also add in the fabric texture, which will determine what the surface of our material will look like. The simulator gives us the option to change the color of our fabric textures, so let's make this a black to match the picture. And that's all we had to do for that garment. Our underskirt is now complete. Next up, let's work on our overdress. Alright, so I based my overdress off of a pattern I already had and altered it to flare out. And this dress is going to have a bra built into it to keep the dress up, so the bra will not be visible when we sew everything together. And as for the back of the dress, it has a pleat on the original, which is easy to pattern through draping, but hard for me to envision on a flat pattern. And since we're merely trying to replicate the look in 3D, I'm going to take some shortcuts. So what I'm going to do for now is just make a triangle to attach to the back, and I will explain how the shortcut works once I'm in the simulator. Now that we're done, we can simulate. So I'm going to send this to Vidya, which is our 3D simulator. Using the material selection tool, I can use a crepe material for this fabric, and add in the boning and bra padding and elastic needed for the bra. Now I can go ahead and sew this all together. I'm also going to change the fabric texture to be a crepe fabric, so this dress matches the fabric of the original dress. Remember how I said I was going to take a shortcut with the back piece? Here it is. I can make the back panel look thicker here by changing the fabric thickness on the material properties. This will simulate the look of the back pleat without making the simulator do extra work. So the last thing left for us to do is add in that invisible zipper. And with an invisible zip, we would only be able to see the zip pull, so I can add that in through our Applique tab. And appliques are just objects or images that will sit on top of my garment. Okay, so now all we have left to do is combine the two. Using the mix and match feature, I can add the overdress to the skirt, and I'll go ahead and let this simulate. And now we have our Cushnie dress in 3D. For comparison, here's the dress from the picture, and here's the dress in 3D. I think I did pretty well in capturing the silhouette and drape of the fabric. If I had spent more time or had been able to drape the pattern, I would go back and accurately render that pleat, but the look of the dress is pretty spot on. Let me know what you guys think of my rendering in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.